My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day, waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. Starting tomorrow, the United States will implement reciprocal tariffs on other nations. It's been a long time since we even thought of that. We used to think about it a lot. We didn't think about it for many decades, and you see what's happened. For nations that treat us badly, we will calculate the combined rate of all their tariffs, non-monetary barriers, and other forms of cheating, but we will charge them approximately half of what they are and have been charging us. So the tariffs will be not a full reciprocal. I could have done that. European Union, they're very tough, very, very tough traders. You think of European Union, very friendly. They rip us off. It's so sad to see. It's so pathetic. 39%, we're going to charge them 20%, so we're charging them essentially half. At the same time, we will establish a minimum baseline tariff of 10%. You notice that on the chart. And that'll be on other countries to help rebuild our economy and to prevent cheating.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Aaron here. It is Thursday, the 3rd of April, and that is why the markets are crashing, guys. Should we call him Donald Dump? Donald Dump.
Oh, that's real creative.
Has announced new import taxes on all goods entering the US in the biggest upheaval of international trade since the aftermath of World War II. Okay, guys? And it is spooking the market out big time. Big time. So he's actually put tariffs, I think Vietnam, even 46% on Vietnam, 20% on the EU, around 30+% on China, and the list goes on, guys. It is unbelievable how much tariffs he's put onto the rest of the world, and the rest of the world do not know what to do right now, because this is a huge change to the global economy that everyone is just trying to understand how to reflect on, what they should do on their side to tackle this. I know the EU is preparing more reciprocal tariffs, and this could just go on, and all of our bags just go down. And this wasn't what we were expecting, was it, from Mr. Donald Dump? We were expecting Donald Pump. No Donald Pump right now. I'm still hopeful that Donald Dump will turn into Donald Pump once his plan starts to actually unfold. But in the meantime, turbulence is here, guys. Hold on to your helmets, because there's a lot of turbulence in the markets, guys, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better anytime soon. But like I said, I'm hopeful that once this actually plays out, maybe he will be called Donald Pump, will actually become Donald Pump and actually fuel an insane bull run with all the fundamentals that are looking good. But now, this is a death knell to the markets, guys, okay? This is a death knell to the confidence of investors in risk assets, which of course crypto is. Now, having said that, I would obviously, and so would you, that's why you watch this channel, say that Bitcoin is also a safe haven, but, in those old TradFi, kind of like people that have been around for a long time who still see crypto as a scam, they're not going to see Bitcoin as a safe haven, guys, unfortunately. So look, let's get into the markets today. As you can see, it's pretty red across the board. Solana is 6% down today, which is the biggest decrease in the top 10. Sitting at $118, guys. It's just really bad, to be honest with you. Red across the board. TON also down 8.4% on the daily. There's a few tokens that have kind of held up, such as stablecoins.
This is not funny.
And, you can see a Mantra. Mantra is just an unbelievable coin. This project, I did very well for Mantra, by the way. JP and the team just absolutely smashing it with their RWA deals with the likes of DeMac in Dubai. But the fact that they're still up today at $6.36, despite all of this, just shows how bullish real world assets really is, guys. I mean, yes, we talk all things AI agents, DeFi on this show, but we should be doing an RWA show, because that is hot on the heels, if you ask me. It's like a very, very trendy narrative that I don't think it's just a trendy narrative. I actually think that it's something that's going to last years and years and years as more and more tokenization of things like real estate continues. Going further down, guys, you can see here pretty bloodbath. Hype Liquid down 12.3%. They've been absolutely butchered this week, guys. Even this month, 25% down. Not a good look. Obviously, Near Protocol also down 18% this week. To be honest with you, I'm just going to keep repeating myself if I continue to go through this. To be honest, it's not fun to do. Even the official Trump coin is down 10% this today, which is unbelievable. Really, it's his own coin. Yeah, and it doesn't get better, guys. And obviously, you can only imagine what the actual DeFi and AI agent coins look like, right? So let's close your eyes, but let's get into DeFi. I promise you it's not pretty.
Bring it on.
As you can see here, AI XBT down 9% today. Yesterday it was also down double digits. 68 million market cap. It's becoming a microcap very soon, guys. It is becoming a microcap very soon. 35% down this week. Hey, Anon, 39% down also this week. 13% down today. Eesh, nearly 52 million market cap. Barely holding $4, guys. Again, both quality projects. Banker down 22.5% today. Banker down under 50 million market cap with all of its mind share. Unbelievable. Look, there are one or two outliers. You can see Arbius somehow defying the market here with 11% rise, making us clutch the straws of Arbius. But look, if you keep going down, look, Layer AI also down 11.2%. Moxie, another great project on base. 2 million market cap. Unbelievable. Nearly lost half its market cap this week. Neuro down another 10%. These coins that we all know and love on this channel, that we know because we follow this part of the industry so much, are so small right now. They're literally micro caps. Neuro 2 million, Moxie 2 million, Layer AI 4 million, Gatsby 5 million. It's nothing. It's really we're playing with like the basically penny stocks here, guys, which is quite exciting. But still, obviously the upside's enormous, but the risk is also enormous, guys. Okay, let's jump over to AI agents as well. See if there's a different flavor here, but I can tell you already, there's not really. There's humans.ai, and it says heart. It is a ticker, which is up 10% today, and that's fantastic. Well done to humans.ai. AI16C is down 7.3% today, but has generally been performing quite well, as you can see from the news of OS.fun, its upcoming launchpad, and Eliza version 2 coming out soon as well. Fraser down 9% as well today, Fraser was outperforming the market for quite some time last week, but now finally has been pulled down with the rest of the market, guys. Venice token is down 10% today, now 67 million market cap. It feels so small for what it delivers, guys, for the potential of it. Even ARK as well, down another 12.3% today. We spoke about yesterday on the channel how Rhizome, their AI agentic app store, powered by MCP, Model Context Protocol, which is Anthropic's protocol, is coming in the next 1 to 2 weeks, the MVP of that, and that's very exciting, and these prices are obviously not reflecting that. Further down here, Arva, HoloWorld. I remember only a couple months ago, it was at 250 million market cap. It's now 22 million market cap. It's a clean 10x down, 43% down this week. I do worry for HoloWorld because they do seem to have very, very big sell-offs when there is sell-offs. Usually one of the biggest losers of the day, although I do like the project and I do like what they're trying to do, so I do hope that they can succeed. Going further down, guys, Pippin is a slight rise today, 2.3%. OpenServe down 20% today, guys. But yeah, even FOMO, that was giving me FOMO yesterday on yesterday's charts, now is down 11% today, but has bounced at 10% since then, so maybe FOMO will still give me FOMO. But look, to be honest with you guys, Orbit is also down 10%. Vader up 12.3%. Now it's still around 6.9 million market cap. Highly undervalued, I believe, especially with its EAOs coming up and the launchpad that did so well on the first 2 projects that launched there. Billy Bet's also down 8% today. Now sitting around $5 million market cap, guys. But look, in general, not too much to shout about, to be honest with you. This is not DeFi and AI agents' fault. This is not Bitcoin's fault, not Ethereum's fault. It's just Donald Trump's fault, okay? The tariffs are going to be tough. We're going into a full-blown trade war, and we haven't seen a trade war like this, as the BBC article said, since the end of World War II. So we're really in no man's land. Obviously, crypto wasn't around then, and it's going to be anyone's guess how we get out of this. But in the meantime, like I said, the fundamentals are very, very strong. These are unbelievable buying opportunities, if you ask me. Like, if you have the cash, the problem is right now, especially if you're a business owner or somebody who relies on invoices from various different businesses, there's a huge global liquidity crunch. I can tell you from my own business, invoices taking ages to be paid, and it has a knock-on effect. And you can always tell when that happens because it keeps happening. Invoices delayed. Why is delayed? And then obviously that has a knock-on effect on your business, and that has a knock-on effect on their business, and it goes on and on. There's a massive global liquidity crunch right now. If you're sitting on a lot of stables, I'm very, very jealous of you right now, because you could be absolutely sweeping up some of these fantastic projects at bargain bucket prices. You could become hugely successful if you pick and choose the right coins for when this decides to turn around again, guys. So look, anyway, that's all we've got time for the markets. Let's get into the news. All right, guys, first up, we're talking about the second batch of vote to list campaigns that is coming from Binance, okay? This was just announced yesterday. And let's see which projects are part of the second batch, guys, because there's some of our favorite projects here. It's actually a beast of a list, okay? So there's going to be a lot of competition for this Binance listing, guys. As you can see, we have Virtuals here at the top, which obviously is a hero of our industry, right at the top there. There's also Walrus, which is, again, a very, very exciting and important project for the Sui ecosystem, with decentralized storage at its core. There's also IP, Story Protocol, again, huge project with huge mindshare, with a massive, massive following globally around Korea as well. Yeah, it's in here. And also Ondo and Plume, which are 2 leading RWA projects, guys. I haven't seen a vote to list campaign with this much competition. There's also Aether as well, which obviously did a huge node sale, massive, massive project. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, guys. This is like giants, okay, facing off against each other. To be fair, I feel for Virtuals because they never got the Coinbase listing that they deserved, and therefore I'm probably gunning for Virtuals out of anyone here. But I also like Story Protocol as well, guys. But now, obviously, remember, in order to win this can't really be gamed because you have to be a verified Binance user and you have to have at least 0.01 BNB in your wallet, okay, guys? So it should really be organic voting. I'm sure there's some way to get around it. You know what it's like in crypto, guys. But in general, they've made it so it's only verified accounts. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting one to watch. So the voting period started yesterday and it will go on until the 9th of April. Like I said, this is going to be an epic clash of titans. It's going to be quite interesting to see it play out, to see who's going to win. I'm sure each project has its own crafty strategies and tactics to try to win. And yeah, we'll be keeping an eye to see if some of our favorite AI project actually wins this vote. All right, guys, on to the next story. Okay, guys, sticking with Virtuals Protocol, they have now announced and released the Virgin points. Okay, again, it's so weird. I don't know why they keep going on with this Virgin stuff. It's very strange, guys. Don't get any ideas.
Yeah, weird.
But Virgin points. Okay, so look, you can see I've got 23 Virgin points. Well, hey.
What was that?
What does this mean? If you're a Virtuals holder or you've been trading Virtuals, then you can actually get points, okay, Virgin points. And that rewards evangelists with access to pre-TGE token allocation in a Giga AI agent launches. So basically, this is a promise for future AI agent launches that, Virtuals think is going to be successful, and you will get a pre-TGE token allocation to incentivize trading, basically, and holding the token. So as you can see here, there's a 2nd of April distribution breakdown between Trencher points and virtual points, okay? So how do you even earn these points? Well, you can earn virtual points just by holding virtual tokens, okay? And considering the price action the last few months, you should be rewarded for that. And earning points, you can also earn points here. The trencher points, as they call it, is by investing in sentient and prototype agent tokens. So they're trying to push more people to provide more volume, obviously more liquidity, and then obviously allow their AI agent projects to earn more trading fees, which can help fund them into the future. And obviously, if you just go up here, guys, and you click prototype or sentient, you'll be able to see the AI agents that you can obviously trade and then therefore earn points, okay, guys? And it seems that they give like a rundown here every day of like how many points have been distributed. And that's it. There's not really much more to it, I don't think. So basically, yeah, this Virgin Points program has just been announced. To be honest with you, there's very, very little communication. They did come out and say, which went down very badly with the community, that OGs wouldn't be rewarded. It wouldn't be backdated. It would just be from the last 24 hours. Obviously, there's people that have used Virtuals for a long time, and I think that's wrong that they did that, and they weren't planning to, reward the OGs. Now, having seen the backlash on X, they actually did cave in the end and rectify the points. Okay, so as you can see here, everything empty. A core contributor of Virtuals said made a mistake on points, will rectify by rewarding the OGs. So fair enough, Virtuals, they did make a mistake, but they did very soon do a U-turn on that and actually realize they were wrong. Obviously, they shouldn't have been wrong in the first place, guys, but at least they rectified that, and hats off to them for doing that. But yeah, look, guys, if you want to be racking up those points and getting into these pre-TGE token allocation projects, I mean, obviously these are future promises, so it's always good to have a healthy skepticism about this. But look, like I said, if you have some USDC to play with, then there's nothing wrong with basically wash trading, buying and selling these tokens in the sentient and prototype agent tokens. Everyone wins then. And obviously, the project gets trading fees, Virtuals gets volume, and you earn your points, and you can still keep virtually the same amount of money. So look, guys, that's the Virtual Protocol Virgin Points program that's just been announced, and we'll move on to the next story. Okay, guys, switching gears to Eliza OS. So Shaw, the founder of Eliza OS, has been giving more details about the functionality and tokenomics of the platform Auto.fun. Auto.fun is the much anticipated launchpad which will be driving the and feeding the Eliza OS ecosystem, okay? So what they've said is when you launch on Auto.fun, every trade boosts your runway. Creators can claim a portion of the trading fees, capital on hand for you, and your holders know you don't need to sell your supply to keep the lights on. We funnel our portion of the fees into AI16Z buybacks for that sweet value accrual. It's a win-win. Press the fun button. So basically what Shaw and his team have come up with here is a new model that will be fairer to the projects to actually make more revenue, which in theory they're saying will mean that the projects do not have to dump on the new buyers. Look, I think what do I think about this? I think it definitely helps. I'm sure it will help the project, but how much money is made in the trading fees I think is a big question here. It says a portion of the trading fees. Is that 1%? Is it 50%? Is it 99%? What is it? I would prefer more transparency there. But in general, obviously, I think it's a good idea. And I like the fact that they are trying to come up with new ways to make Launchpad for Auto.fun actually be more efficient and help projects get to the market. So I salute them for that. And I'm sure it's not going to be 1% or 10%. I'm sure it's going to be something more substantial. Otherwise, they wouldn't have written a post like this. So I'm excited to see what other functionality in regards to tokenomics that Auto.fun have. So if you remember, just about 5 days ago now, Shaw, the founder, actually said that he thinks everyone's going to copy this Launchpad product because he thinks they've generally cracked it with how it should be set up. Glad that he's confident, because then that should mean that we should be seeing some real innovation here in the AI agent launchpad space. Now, let's not forget, Shaw said just 2 days ago now that Auto.fun is ready to launch, and they'll be launching their first partners in just 2 weeks' time, so less than 2 weeks' time now. And also, Eliza OS V2 is ready to launch as well, and they'll be starting marketing and announcements and going live, guys. So that's very exciting, and I'm very excited to see what Eliza OS comes out with over the next coming months and weeks ahead, because I think they've got a lot to announce. They've got a lot coming, and I think as one of the largest open source frameworks in our space, it's important for us that they are successful, if you ask me, and that they continue to drive forward this part of the industry. If we continue, and just as a reminder, guys, of course, I did show you this yesterday, so I won't go into too much detail. The first project to be launched on Auto.fun is Comput3. Okay, a Comput3 platform is live, and you can check it out here at Comput3 AI. I won't go into the details of the project. I did it yesterday. Don't want to do that again. If you want to check it out, check out the video yesterday. It was a great video, by the way. And yeah, so everything is coming very, very soon with Auto.fun, guys, and let's see how they perform. If the launchpad, performs anything like the Vader EAOs that have been going on, that have been seeing 7 to 11x's, then that would be obviously fantastic for us industry participants. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what's next for Eliza OS. Okay, guys, next up we're talking about Hong Kong crypto firm Hashkey. Okay, now this is the South China Morning Post. This is an extremely large publication, guys. When I was in Hong Kong recently for Consensus, I was getting this newspaper delivered to my door every morning. Not that I asked for it, but it was there. It's like the main newspaper of Hong Kong, as far as I know. And it's pretty cool that they're reporting on AI and AI agents here, especially Web3 related AI, decentralized AI and AI agents, guys. And what I like about this is Hashkey Exchange is massive again in Hong Kong. They're key players, and they have already integrated AI agents into their products, guys. And I'm sure this is going to be the norm very, very soon for pretty much all exchanges and various other different businesses within the industry that are dealing with a large amount of retail users. Okay, so what's the actual news here? So as you can see, this was published today by Coco Feng in Guangdong. Look, Hashkey Group is making its first foray into AI market with the launch of its first generative AI product. So they've actually come up with this mod AI, okay? So it's in the name, mod moderation, unveiled on Thursday, designed to automate content moderation, generate human-like engagement, and offer customer support. The tool could slash operational costs by 80% and double user activity, the company said in a statement. So look, guys, it's not the most exciting AI agent in the world. Obviously, moderation, is not that sexy, but you can see the value in this, of course. You can absolutely see the value in this. This is something, and to be honest, this is what's going to happen with the proliferation of AI, is that those lower level, mid-level workers are going to get replaced very quickly, and Hashkey are on the forefront of this, as you can see. But not just getting replaced from a human level. Obviously, the efficiency of these AI agents and the quality of what comes out of them is going to eventually be a lot stronger than what humans are going to be able to achieve, because they obviously continually learn on more data that gets inputted to it, and that will ultimately give Hashkey Exchange users a better experience. Okay, moving further down here, they actually said something quite interesting. So Mr. Wang is from the company, Sean Wang, and he said that the company expected AI agents, autonomous programs capable of performing tasks on behalf of users, to become a key applications of LLMs. We agree with you, Mr. Wang. And here, further down here, said analyst at investment manager Van Eck, obviously huge company, estimated that there was already 10,000 AI agents involved in blockchain activity as of December, and predicted that there will be 1 million by the end of this year. Okay, guys, so this AI agent trend ain't going away, according to Van Eck. So that's obviously good news, and obviously we all know that on this channel anyway, because that's why we're so bullish on it. And yeah, guys, that's the news coming out of Hong Kong, that big exchanges are actively using AI agents for their content moderation. So good to see. I'm looking forward to see how this actually evolves beyond content moderation, but obviously this is like just version 1.0 of where this can even get to, even version 0.1. But yeah, to be in this large publication, South China Morning Post, Hashkey Group are moving into AI agents, guys, and that's good to see. All right, guys, that's a wrap for another daily dose of DeFi and AI agents, guys. Thank you so much for joining me once again on the channel, guys. Look, it is an absolute bloodbath out there. It really, really sucks, and our favorite tokens are really, really going to the pits right now. But if you do have USDT on the sidelines, I think this is a good opportunity to do dollar cost average into your favorite coins, guys, because this is almost financial Armageddon that has not been seen for a century, this trade war. And usually those are the best times to buy. Okay, guys, in the last 8 years I've been in crypto, these almost black swan moments are obviously the best time to buy coins, guys, but it could go down more. Of course, that's why I'm saying dollar cost average in. Don't be a complete degen. It's a good time to buy if you have USDC coming in from other sources of income. If you're all in already, just sit tight, guys. Don't sell. Just hold your tokens and coins, and let's wait for the fundamentals to play out. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me once again, and I'll see you again back here tomorrow.